shit. This 1,000. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Shit, you coming? Spin the check and get it right back.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eazyy TV bringing you guys another Division 2 video. Today, man, I got another banger for y'all. Man, if you are a Division 2 player, you need to be on this website. A guy named Reckless told me about this, which is one of Jasamian's homeboys. I've been peeping the site, checking it out, making, messing around with my builds here and there to see how they would be better. The only thing I do not like about the website, just a couple things, is they don't update like right away when the game updates. So we're missing basically the diamond back there and the carbon and the stoner LMG. I don't see those weapons on there, which is fine, but it has everything else on there. And the other thing that I don't like about the website is it has that old mod thing. You know how back in the day in Division 2 that certain blue mods or red mods go with each other, and they change it to where all blue mods work in slots and all red mods work. They have the old system to where like it's like a health slot or an armor slot or anything like that, but it's easy to find out what your extra armor numbers would be just by simply using the calculator. So I'm not getting paid from these guys at all. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I'm not getting any type of cash or anything from these people, so we don't have any contract to like shout them out. I don't want you guys thinking, oh, Eazy's just doing this. No, I'm doing this because I like how the layout is and how you can actually see what your build is going to be before you reroll resources or spend any electronics or ceramics or money on a piece to try to find out what it is, or just try to use a calculator. You can just go to this website and just input your whole build and the way that you want it to be, and it's going to show you exactly what it's going to be. So without further ado, let's get to the website. All right, so we at divisionbuilder.com/create. As you guys can see, it has the whole layout. All right, it has a whole layout of everything. As you guys can see, the armor number and health numbers there, that's going to change the more that we go into a build. So I'm going to go with a meta build that everybody's been using, the on the rope spotter build, and I'm going to critique my build this is a build that I've already uploaded a couple times, but we're going to critique it to add more armor to it and see if we can add different stuff to it as well. Man, I got to show y'all how this works. So it's going to take it ain't going to take too long to get the build going, but it's going to take a little minute for us to get everything correct on the build. All right, so let's go with the primary weapon. The primary weapon for me is an Eagle Bearer. I have an Eagle Bearer. If you don't have an Eagle Bearer, go with your P416s, your G36, your AKMs, military AKs, whatever it is. My secondary is a carbon, but they do not have the carbon on here, so we're just going to go with a custom P416. My custom P416 actually has a Optimus on it. So we're going to go with, where's Optimus? My odds are terrible. All right, so we're at Optimus, we're at Allegro, and then we're at Overlap. Overlap is good for guns that have crazy amounts of recoil or okay recoil like the Eagle Bearer, so that's why I run Overlap on that one. And then it's going to be a damage to elites build in a sense, so we're going to go ahead and go with this sight right here. We're going to go with the big boy magazine. They give us 20 rounds. The underbarrel is going to be stability, and then the muzzle will be damage to elites. All right, so you guys already see how easy this thing is already. We can use the what can we use? What do you guys want to use? Maybe let's go with a regular D50. My D50 has close and personal, extra, and recharge. So I know close and personal is not going to work. It has extra and it has recharged on it. Where's recharged? Right there. And then the mod slot, be anything you want to. Let's go here. All right. So this is my layout that I'm using right now, except for I don't have the carbon, but the P416 is just fine, as you guys can see. All right, so this is what we have right now. And now for The mask, we're using the DNH mask. So the mask on it itself, we have to put in the armor numbers, which is 20.9. So we're going to go 2900. All right. And then we're going to select the brand, which will be DNH. And that DNH will be, it actually shows the separate names. That's crazy. It actually shows the separate names. We have the Lemon medium breather or whatever it is. So we're going to go with this one right here. And then we're going to select the attributes, which is 2 yellows. We got skill power and skill haste. So we're going to go with skill power, and our skill power is at 254. Our skill haste, which is basically cooldown reduction. They haven't changed it yet, but it's at 15. And then the slot on here is spotter. So we're going to go with spotter. And then for the backpack, it's a Gilligard backpack, the big horn pack, no homo. And it has 39K 200 on it. And then we're going to go with Gilla backpack. We're going to select the item. We're going big horn pack, and then the attribute on it is 2 blues and a yellow. So health, skill power, and total armor. But this is what I want to do. I want to see how much armor I can get out of here, because I can care less for health, about health with this build personally. So I'm going to go with armor, and then let's say with the armor, the highest that I've ever seen on the backpack with armor is around 38K. So we go like 38,000. Make sure we're doing this right. We're going to go 38,000 on the backpack. I've actually, you know what? I've actually seen 40K. I've actually seen 40,000 on a backpack before. So we're going to go 40,000. We're going to add some skill power, which would be 279. And then we're going to add a total armor, which I have, which is 20.5. So we're just going to go 20.5 on total armor. All right. Now the mods for this build is a utility and an armor mod. Once again, like I said, they don't have, let me see. Oh, they do have it on here. I'm sorry. Well, that's something that I just learned. All right, so they do have it on here. You can switch what type of mod that it is. It says protocol, that says system, but it shouldn't really matter. So we got skill power here. We're going to enter a value here of 158. So whatever I said in the beginning, just disregard that, because you can change the type right here. And right now we can put armor here as well. So we're going to put 4938 armor, and then let's see if they have total armor. We're going to put total armor here, and then it's going to be 3%, and then we're going to put health regeneration on here, which is another 7%. All right, this website is crazy. All right, so we have the total armor there. We have 3.0. We have the health regeneration, and then the talents that we have on here. We have on the ropes and destructive, but I want, me personally, I want on the ropes and harden. So we're gonna go on the ropes and harden. All right, so that would be the chest piece that I would, want in a sense. All right, so for the body, which is a Gilligard chest piece, so we're gonna go put in the number that we have is 45,200, and then we're gonna go with the Gilligard, and it is a armadillo vest. We go here, and then we have 2 blues and a red. Now we have armor, we have health, and we have weapon damage. I'm gonna go double the armor with this build, because like I said, I can care less about health. All right, so we're gonna go armor at 15,472, and then we're gonna add another armor, which would be total. My highest that I have is 30, I think 30.5 or something like that. 30.5 on that. And then the attribute would be weapon damage, and that will be at 14. We're just going to put 14.5. All right. So we're at 14.5 on the chest piece. And then the slots for that, let's go ahead and put in, again, a system mod. We have armor, which would be at 5239. We have weapon damage. Let me see if I have it here. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and put everything in from the armor mod first. So let's go with total armor, which would be an additional 2.5. And then another one, which will have 4% explosive resistance. Man, this fucking website got everything on it. This is crazy. So now my weapon damage will be, let's see, weapon damage. I have 1.5 on the weapon damage. And then I have 3% SMG damage, which it don't matter because I'm not using it for the SMG. But we got 3% SMG damage. And then we have 4% on assault rifle damage. All right. So they give us a total of 5.5% weapon damage. All right, let's change this second mod. We're going to select the mod. We're going to go armor. So this is basically a tutorial on how to actually work this website so you guys won't run into any type of, problems or anything like that. So with the system mod, we're going to add 72. Let me change this again. Sorry. Let's go here. Let's remove mod. Let's switch type. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a system mod. Let's go armor. And then we're going to go 7208 on the armor. Then we're going to go with another 2% total armor, which I have. And then we're going to go with 419 on armor regeneration. This is exactly the build that I'm looking at. So at the same time, I'm looking at this on my TV while I'm actually putting the build together. All right. So now with the Gila backpack, with the chest piece, we are running Unstoppable Force. So let's go with Unstoppable Force. So as you guys can see already, we have everything is almost done. It is almost done. All right. So with the gloves, our gloves are Gila gloves, but we're at 20.6. And then we have Gila gloves, and the Gila gloves are called Diamondback gloves. So we're going to select Diamondback, and then the attributes will be health, which is a blue, and then a red. So let's go with health on this build. And we're going to go, the max health that I've ever seen on gloves is 20,000 health. So we're going to go with 20,000 health. My health on my gloves is 9,832. But like I said, once again, I'm trying my best to critique it to make the build like what I can get in my max potential of the build that I'm working on. All right. So we're going to go 20,000 on the health, which I have 20,000 actually rolled. I have 20,000 actually rolled on my on one of my gloves already, so I know I can get that for sure. So then the next attribute will be assault rifle damage. We're going to go it's 10%. We're going to go to the max of 12 that you can get, and then the gear slot for that, which will be skill power. It's 144 on the skill power. All right. And then you will have explosive damage, which is at 1.5. And then the talent on here is compensated. All right. So now we're on to the holster, which is a D&H holster. That armor is at 28,000. And then we have a DNH holster, which DNH is right here. And then we're going to select what kind of holster it is, which is a Maurer holster system, which is this one. And then we're going to select the attribute, which is skill power. And we have 733% on the skill power. And then the mods on there is a utility of 161. So we're going to add that skill power of 161. And then another slot of 1% increased duration, disrupt duration. All right, so we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna put that 1% right there, and that has devastating on it. All right, so we got devastating there. So all we need now is to complete the knee pads. So I have Providence knee pads there at 29.7, so 29,700. And they're Providence knee pads. So we're gonna go with Providence. And then the item is only one Providence type of knee pad. So that's that. And then the attributes on here, once again, is skill power. You can go armor if you want to add more tankiness to the build, but I'm gonna keep skill power because in a sense, if I take away this skill power, I'm gonna lose a significant amount of healing on my build. So we're just going to go with skill power. You personally, you can change it around and mess with it how you want to, but you know, that's how you want to do it. All right. So we're going to go with skill power. We're going to go with 375 on the skill power. And then we have a protocol slot, but we're not going to put a protocol slot here because once again, compensated will be taken away. You can only run 3 red. So from what you guys see, we're at 388. We can't go over that 4, go to 4 because we're going to lose compensated. So that slot has to be empty. And then it also has empowered on those knee pads as well. All right. So once that's all said and done, once again, with that build, we were using the gunner. So we can go with gunner, however you guys want to do it. Go with gunner. And then, let's see. I'm trying to see if this thing actually points out, the buffs that you get from ARs and stuff like that from however you make it. But I'm not sure which one gave you an AR buff. Was it Survivalist? I believe in the beginning. It might have actually been Survivalist. I'm not sure, but they don't have that in here from what I see to where you can do your own tree in a sense. All right. But I think it was Survivalist that gave you AR damage. I think Demolitionist was like SMGs and LMGs. And I think Survivalist was like ARs and or something else. And then Sharpshooter was like rifles and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how that actually works for that. All right. So let me see. It shows our stats right here. Mag 60. This is all my Eagle Bear stuff. So this is Eagle Bear stats right here. All weapon damage is at 36. Assault rifle is at 12. It should be a little bit more higher than this because I'm not sure if, let me see if this changes. So assault rifle is at 12%. Let me see if this changes. Oh. Okay, so that one changed. Sharpshooter. Gunner. All right, so I think it might be Survivalist that we can use. Yeah, so it changed. The Survivalist is at 30, it's at 36, and then the 27. So I think it's that 25 or 15% that you get. So it's going to be Survivalist right here. So with everything being done, the Eagle Bear the P416, the pistol. We got all our stats, our armor stats for all our gear, our rolls, armor. We got total armor on here, everything like that. If I was to critique this build and get the rolls that I needed, like for on the ropes, hardened, more armor, total armor, stuff like that, and the other attributes, this is your outcome. All right, so you're at 738 basically K on the DPS, and then you are at 445K armor or 47.1K health. This is kind of how I wanted my post build to be, because like I said, I can care less for health like that. If you burn through my armor, I'm supposed to die. All right, but this shows everything right here. So basically, this is a replica of the build that I have, but this is with the roles that I actually need to make this build better. I will put that link in the description. I might do like I don't know if I can do a picture or something like that. I'm gonna put the link in the description from the build video so you guys can see the outcome of that build versus what this build actually looks like. But this is what you're actually getting. It shows everything here. And if you guys really want to show everything, well, the one thing that I really like about this website is when you go to show stats, it shows everything, even explosive damage. It shows explosive damage. It shows your damage to elites, which I don't have damage to elites on this gun, so that's why it's not actually showing damage to elites. But most of this stuff is like based off of what the Eagle Bear is, and it shows everything. You show your cooldown reduction, drone skill power, outgoing, incoming healing, all that stuff, hazard protection, protection from elites, armor on kill, armor regeneration, health, damage to elites, explosive damage. And I know for a fact that on the division stat sheet that it don't show explosive damage at all. All right, so like I said, I will leave a link in the description for this build. If you guys, let me see, I can save this build. I'll make an account and I'll save this build, and I will put this link in the description so you guys can see the build if you guys ever need a blueprint for like a meta build or anything like that. I hope this video helped you guys out. Always leave a thumbs up if you're new to the channel. Hit that sub button, notification button. I will leave a link in the description also of this website, my other video, and this blueprint right here. But I appreciate you guys stopping by the video. It's your boy Eazyy TV, and I'm out.